everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Whoop, whoop. Warm-up number 7 is on the screen. Let's get started, please. Shouldn't take you guys long. Today we are moving on, so make sure you get a Cornell note ready once you're done with the warm-up. It's going to go pretty quick. Give you guys some time. Copy and go. All right, let's see. Focus, please, focus. I'll wait. Today's going super fast. Some of you are spending too much time socializing. Like I said, today we are moving on. You do need a Cornell note, and it's going super fast. So what are the measure central tendency? Kenneth? Mean, median, and mode. That is correct. For the sake of time, in ascending order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Tell your neighbor what you got for mean, median, and mode of that data, please. And Kenneth is going to pass someone. Kenneth, pass someone. Who? George, what did you get for the mean? 4. Hands if you got 4. That is correct. How about the median? Pass someone. Luis, what did you get? 4. Hands if you got 4. That is correct. And everyone, what is the mode? No mode. All right. So, next. And this one, it says compute the IQR. What is that, Mr. Q? It's called the range of the interquartile range. We'll get to that later. Let's go to number 3. And it reads, equation for investment line, y equals mx plus b, y equals blank x blank. Say neighbor the y-intercept, please. Luis, pass someone. Who? Oh, okay, what you get? 1, positive 1, that is correct. We need a slope. We're going from this point to this point. How many steps up? 2. How many to the right? 2. So that's 2 over 2. So my equation is y equals 1x plus 1 or y equals x plus 1. All right, let me send you the screen so you can send that in. Oh, you already have it in front of you. Yeah, all right. Copy the agenda, please. Warm-up number 7 done. Box plots. Tonight's home plate 2 problems only. There it is. Write that down. And after that, get a Cornell note ready, please. You do need a Frayer model or one of those big boxes. Here in class, copy this code. Code to access the home plate is GYVWN. 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 Copy that, please, in case you don't finish the home plate in class. However, last night's home plate was this one, yes? That one right there? Get that in front of you. Let me send you the screen so you can send it in. Give me a second. All right, thank you guys for sending that in. So tonight's home plate looks like this. That's tonight's. Like I said, you should have time to finish here in class. Let's keep moving. Here we go. Our objective for today, I can represent data on box plots and summarize 2 sets of data. I can represent data on box plots and summarize 2 sets of data. Write that down. I can represent data on box plots and summarize two sets of data. As you're writing that down, tell your neighbor the main concept for today. What is our main concept? Box plots. That is correct. And we're going to be representing and summarizing two sets of data. Okay? Once again, I can represent data on box plots and summarize two sets of data. All right, here we go. In your Frayer model, box plot. What is a box plot? Here goes definition. A box plot shows how the value in a data set are distributed using the minimum, which is the least value, first quartile, median, third quartile, and maximum or greatest value. Example. There it is. I'll give you some time to copy that. Go. All right. So, box plot. According to the definition, it says it shows values in a data set that are distributed using what information? The minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and the maximum. Now, inside of the definition, right where it says median, I want you to label that Q2. Q2. Right where it says median, that's Q2. Because now we have first quartile, or Q1, median is Q2, and the third quartile is Q3. All right, I'm going to zoom into the example since I'm assuming you guys are already done with your notes. Here it goes. Look at the example. If somebody was to walk in and you were going to give them the information that they needed to build a box plot, there's a box plot. Tell them what components do they need to build a box plot. What do you see in front of you? Tell your neighbor, what would you tell them? What would you tell them? All right, get us started, please. Camila, what would you need? What is it? What components do we need to build a box plot? All right, so minimum, median, and maximum. Okay. So far, so good. Pass the one. Pass it to someone. You okay, Camila? All right. What else? First quartile known as Q1, third quartile known as Q3, and the median is known as what? Q2. Okay. What else are we needing for a box plot? That's very obvious in front of you. Tell your neighbor, what else are they missing? Sean, pass the one. Oh, you just got back, but he's looking to the front right now, and he's going to tell us the last thing that's needed for a box plot. Be nice, people. What do you say? Points? Yes, we do need points, by the way. There they are. What else, people? What else do you see? All right, looks like Anessa said what? A number line. Let's go, Anessa. That is correct. Those are the components needed for a box plot. All right, non-example. Copy this. And tell your neighbor why that one's not a box plot. Yeah, it doesn't have a box. Let's go. Yeah. All right, so what is needed for a box plot? Well, Anessa said, hashtag one number line. And what else did everybody else say? Shows quartiles as a box. Okay, I see that. Q1, Q2, Q3 make a box. And of course, our minimum and maximum. All right, here we go. Focus, please. Look up to the screen. Look up to the screen. These are the steps that we're taking today. Don't copy those. Step 1. Oh, my goodness. All right. And this is being recorded, and just for the sake of managing my time, check this out. This is what I'm going to do. If you guys took about 30 seconds from my time, I'm going to take about 30 seconds from your time at the bell. Woo! Oh, yeah. You guys are playing checkers? I'm playing chess over here. Let's go. All right. So, with that said, are you guys ready now? All right. Here it goes. Step 1. We're going to organize data from least to greatest. Have we been doing that? Yes. We're going to identify the median. Do you know how to identify the median of any data? Yes. From there, we're going to identify the upper and the lower quartiles. I'm going to show you that today. Identify the minimum and maximum. Take all of those, plot them on the number line, make a box plot, and we're going to summarize. Okay? So with that said, copy this one on your notes, please, underneath your prayer model. Example 1A, the number of runs scored by a softball team in 20 games are given. Use the data to make a box plot. So write the verbatim first, and for the sake of time, I'm going to start writing those data in an ascending order. So like that, you can copy the ascending order. Thank you, Mr. Q. You're welcome. I got you. So the lowest value is a 2. Then we got 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we got 4, 1, 2, 3. Then we got, do we have 5? Yes. Do we have a 6? 6, nope. 7, we got 1, 2 sevens. Do we have 8? Yes, 1, 2. Do we have 9? Yes, 1, 2. Do we have 10? Let's see, 10, 1, 2. Do we have 11? Yes, right there. Do we have 12? Yes. 13? No. Oh, 2 12s. Here's another one. Bam. And 14. And that's it. So I'll give you guys time to finish copying that. Go. All right, here goes again. Example 1A reads, the number of runs scored by a softball team in 20 games are given. So in 20 games, so how many data do we have? 20, right? 20 data. There they are. Okay. Next, it says, use the data to make a box plot. Here goes step 1. Look up to the screen. Step 1 we already did, which is what? Ascending order. Step 2, find the median. Tell your neighbor how to find the median now that we have it like that. How do we find the median? Yeah, to the middle. Here we go. Look up to the screen. Since there's 20 data, I'm going to count 10 from the left. That will leave us 10 from the right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the first 10, these, should leave us 10 over here. Is that correct? So that means the median should be between 7 and 8. Label that, between 7 and 8. So how do we find the median? What is 7 plus 8? 15 divided by 2, 7.5. That is our Q2, also known as our median. Median. So, step 1, ascending order. Step 2, we find the median. There it is. So now that we found the median, it divided the data into two sections. This bottom section and this upper section. You guys see that? All right, so let's look at the bottom section. Look up. Look at the bottom section. I want you to find me the median again, but now of this bottom section. Find the median of that bottom section. Find the median of that bottom section. So how many data do we have on that bottom section, everyone? 10, so that means the middle is 5 and 5. Is that correct? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means the middle is about right here. There's nothing there. What is 4 plus 4? 8 divided by 2, 4. That is Q1. Label that Q1. So we got Q1, Q2, and now I'm going to ask you to find me the median of the upper data, this one up here, and label that Q3. Do that yourself, please. All right, tell your neighbor what you got for the median of the upper data. Yeah, let's double check. There's 10 data, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle is right here. 10 plus 10 is 20. Divided by 2 is 10. That's Q3. Label that, please. Q3. Next. And here goes the process one more time. Step 1, ascending order. Step 2, we found the median. Step 3, found the median of the bottom portion, which is Q1. Step 4, find the median of the upper portion, which is Q3. Next step, identify the minimum and maximum. What's our minimum? 2. What's our maximum? 14. So now that we have all our information, now we're getting ready to build our box plot. Here we go. Let's get our number line. We got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'll stop at 15. So our minimum is 2. So here's 2. Plot a point floating right above 2 right there. With red, we're going to plot the Q's. Q1 is 4. Q2 is 7.5. That's between 7 and 8, so about right there. Q3 is 10, which is right there. And our maximum is 14. So now that we have our points, we're ready to make our box. The box only uses Q1, Q2, and Q3. Look up like this. And then connect the minimum to Q1 and the maximum to Q3. And that is our box plot. Cake. Right? You're like, oh yes, Choco Flan, let's go. So even though it's only one example so far from 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with these? 1 to 5, where are we at? 5, 5, 5. Yeah, we got this, right? Let me send you the screen so you can send me your work, please. All right. So let's do another one, and this one you're going to do by yourself. Here it goes. Example 1B. It reads, and for this one, don't copy the verbatim. We're going to copy from the ascending order of the data. So it reads, hold on. The shoe size of 12 members of the basketball team are given. Use the data to make a box plot. So, copy this, please. Write example 1B and copy the ascending order. I'm going to help you with that. The smallest number is 8. The next one up is 9. The next one up is 10, 2 of them. The next one is 11, 1, 2, 3 of them. The next one is 12, 1, 2 of them. The next one is 13, 1, 2. And the next one is 15. There's no 14. Oh, no 14. There's 15. All right. Now that we have an ascending order, you should be able to do the rest by yourself. By yourself. See if you can do that by yourself. I'll give you some time. All right, let's get the show on the road. Turn to your neighbor, let them know what you got for the median or Q2, and then Kayla is going to enlighten us. Q2 or the median. Q2 or the median. All right, Kayla, what'd you get? Yes. 11, let's check. There's 12 data, so that means I count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The middle is here. 11 plus 11, 22 divided by 82. That's 11. That's Q2. Hands if you got that? That is correct. So I'm going to circle that in red. So now I'm looking at the bottom data. Show your neighbor what you got for Q1 of the bottom data, or another one of the median for that. Then Kayla's going to pass them one. All right, good conversation. Kayla, pass them one. Claire, what'd you get? What is it? 10. Double check. We're left with 6 data, so I count 1, 2, 3. The middle is right here. 10 plus 10, 20 divided by 2. 10. That's Q1. Label that. Hands if you got that by yourself. All right, good. Let's go to the upper data and tell your neighbor what you got for Q3 of the upper data. Q3. Claire, pass someone. Who? Vivi, what'd you get, Vivi? 12.5. So we got 1, 2, 3. The middle is here. 12 plus 13, 25. Divided by 2, 12.5. That's our Q3. Hands if you got that. That is correct. Let's go. So we got minimum 8, maximum 15. And now we can set our box plot. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, here we go. 8 is right here. 10 is right here. 11, 12.5, 15. Get the Q's, make your box, and maximum, minimum. Hands if you got that. Let's go from 1 to 5. How comfortable are you with these? Yeah, we got this, right? 5s, 4s, yeah? Send that in, please, as soon as you're done. Example 2A. Don't copy this one. Look up to the screen. It reads, the box plots show the ticket sales in millions of dollars of the top 25 movies of 2020 and 2022. So, this, I just want to make sure you know how to read your box plots. Here they are. You got 2020, 2022. Question. Who has the greater median? Talk it over to your neighbor, let them know which one is their median and how much, and which one has the greater one. All right, which one has the greater one? Vivi, pass someone. Sean, which one? $20.22. Hands if you agree with that. And let's double check. The median is in the box plot, and it's the one in the middle. Which one has the greatest one? The blue one, yes, and that's about how much? How many million, Sean? $170 million. That is pretty close. Yes, that is correct. All right, don't worry about this one. And question, who has the highest earnings? Tell your neighbor how you know. Go. The highest earnings. Let's go. Pass someone, Sean. $20.22. How do you know? The maximum shows us, yes. This is our max, and which one has the max? This one. That is correct. And then the last question, focus. The last question says how much higher? So the maximum for this one is about right here. This one is about right here, and you can guesstimate the amount, yes? From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you reading box plots? From 1 to 5, where are we at? Yeah, we got this, right? All right, so with that said, and here's home play. If you want to work with your neighbor, you have exactly 11 minutes to finish. Those of you that are following on YouTube, this is your practice. Make sure you put some work in. See you guys next time. Peace.